Office workers had been seeing her every day for 3 years, but never really noticed her. Sofia quietly cleaned, emptied trash bins, stayed invisible. Until that night when the security crisis erupted and her phone rang. "This is CIA Operative Rodriguez. I'm taking control of the situation." Welcome to the Human Stories. Before we begin this powerful story of hidden identity, invisibility, and unforgettable heroism, please tell us in the comments which city you're watching from today. And if you believe stories like this need to be told, hit that subscribe button and help us make sure these stories are never forgotten. On the 47th floor of the Manhattan Financial Center, Omega Corporation's headquarters bustled with activity. In this modern office with 200 employees, everyone was focused on their own work. Marketing specialists prepared campaigns. Accountants crunched numbers. Executives held meetings. In this rush, nobody noticed Sofia Rodriguez. 45 years old, medium height, dark-haired, a quiet woman. She arrived at work every morning at 6 a.m., got her cleaning cart, and began working silently. She wore blue coveralls with a white cap on her head. She always carried cleaning supplies, like she was invisible. To the employees, Sofia was just the janitor, a shy, harmless Mexican woman who spoke broken English. Nobody wondered about her story. Nobody asked where she came from. That's how she wanted it. Sofia followed the same routine every day. First clean the bathrooms, then vacuum the offices, empty trash cans, wipe glass surfaces. She ate lunch alone in the corner of the cafeteria, didn't chat with anyone. She finished work at 6 p.m. and left quietly. But nobody knew who Sofia really was. When she went home at night in the hidden room of her apartment, CIA operation maps hung on the walls. Encrypted messages came to her computer. When her phone rang, she answered Operative Rodriguez, because Sofia Rodriguez was one of the CIA's most experienced undercover operatives. 3 years ago, she had received a covert surveillance mission at Omega Corporation from the CIA. The company was suspected of being connected to an international money laundering network. Sofia's mission was to observe the company from the inside and gather evidence. The best camouflage was being invisible. The janitor identity was perfect. She had the right to enter every room, could look at every document, could hear every conversation. Nobody took her seriously. Nobody paid attention to her. She had worked for the CIA for 15 years. She had conducted operations in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria. She had completed many dangerous missions. But now she was on the most difficult mission, trying to live like a normal person. Every morning, she took the same bus, said good morning the same way, did the same jobs. Employees called her Quiet Sofia. Some pitied her. Some didn't notice her at all. Marketing Director Tom Johnson was always polite to Sofia. "Sofia, how are you? How's your family?" Sofia would answer in broken English, "Good, sir. Thank you." Accounting Manager Susan Williams never saw Sofia. She didn't greet her, acted like she didn't exist. CEO Michael Parker had never noticed Sofia. Despite working in the same building for 3 years, he didn't even know her. Sofia noted all of this: who behaved how, who had what conversations, who exhibited suspicious behavior. She reported everything. Over time, Sofia began to detect suspicious activities in the company. She noticed that accounting manager Susan Williams held secret meetings at night. CEO Michael Parker transferred money to offshore accounts, and marketing director Tom Johnson received strange phone calls from overseas. Every evening at home, she reported the information she gathered to the CIA, Operative Rodriguez to Central Command. Illegal activity detected at target company. Money laundering operation active. Response from CIA. Continue. Concrete evidence needed. Sofia became more careful. While cleaning, she photographed documents, recorded conversations, tracked the movements of suspicious individuals. After 6 months, she had seen the big picture. Omega Corporation was being used to launder black money from terrorist organizations in the Middle East. The company appeared to do legal business, but was actually cleaning millions of dollars. Sofia had gathered evidence and transmitted it to the CIA. She was waiting for orders to end the operation. Thursday evening, while Sofia was doing her normal routine, she was cleaning CEO Michael Parker's office. She saw an encrypted message on the laptop screen open on his desk. "There's a leak. The janitor woman is suspicious. Will be handled tomorrow morning." Sofia's heart raced. Her identity had been exposed. She immediately called the CIA. Operative Rodriguez. Identity compromised. Emergency extraction protocol. Understood, Rodriguez. You'll be extracted within 24 hours. But it was too late. Friday morning, when she came to the office, everything seemed normal. Nobody was acting suspiciously. Maybe she had misunderstood. Around 12 p.m., a security alarm went off in the building. The announcement system activated. "Security threat in building. Please remain calm. Stay in your positions." Sofia was in the cleaning room. She could hear commotion outside. Her phone rang. "Sofia, are you there?" It was CEO Michael Parker's voice. He was speaking in panic. "Yes, sir. You need to save us. Armed men have entered the building. Until police arrive." Sofia's voice suddenly changed. No longer shy, but clear and authoritative. "How many are there? Where are they positioned?" Michael was surprised. You're speaking differently." "Because I am different. Now listen. How many attackers are there?" 3 to 4 people. They're trying to break down the steel door." Sofia left the cleaning room. She was no longer a janitor. Her walk, her posture, everything had changed. She entered the CEO's office. When Michael saw her, he was shocked. Who are you?" Sofia removed her cleaning uniform. Underneath was a tactical vest. She pulled a professional weapon from her bag. "I'm CIA Operative Rodriguez. I've been on undercover assignment here for 3 years. Michael's mouth fell open. You're a CIA agent?" "Yes, and right now I need to save your life." Sofia turned on her radio device. "This is CIA Operative Rodriguez. I'm taking control of the situation. Omega Corporation, 47th floor. 4 armed attackers. Requesting immediate support." The response came. "Understood, Rodriguez. Tactical team will be there in 10 minutes." Sofia began analyzing the building. Her 15 years of CIA experience kicked in. "Michael, where are all the company employees?" "They gathered in the conference room, about 200 people." "What's the attackers' objective?" "I don't know. Do they want money? What do they want?" Sofia understood. This wasn't a random robbery. This was a planned attack to stop her operation. "Michael," Sofia said, "are you aware of the money laundering operation?" Michael's face changed. I just follow orders." "From whom?" "From overseas. Money comes to the company. We distribute it. That money comes from terrorist organizations." Michael was shocked. "What?" "No, this can't be possible." Sofia showed him the recordings on her phone. "I've been recording everything for 3 years. Conversations, money transfers, everything. I didn't know. I was just doing my job." At that moment, there was a knock on the door. One of the attackers. Open the door. We just want to talk. Sofia put her finger to her lips. Don't make a sound. Sofia approached the door. Who do you want? We want the janitor, Sofia. We just want to talk. Sofia smiled. No need to hide anymore. She opened the door. 3 armed men stood in front of her. But they didn't know Sofia's real identity. I'm Sofia, she said calmly. The leader of the men. You're a CIA agent. You ruined our operation. What operation? Sofia asked innocently. You exposed the money laundering network. Sofia suddenly moved. In 3 seconds, she neutralized the first man. In 5 seconds, the second. The third didn't have a chance to draw his weapon before he was on the ground. Michael watched frozen. How did you do that? 15 years of CIA training. 10 minutes later, the CIA tactical team arrived at the building. The operation was completed. The attackers were captured. Employees were safe. The operation leader approached Sofia. Rodriguez, mission accomplished. Money laundering network dismantled. All office employees watched Sofia in amazement. The quiet janitor who had lived among them for 3 years was actually the CIA's elite agent. Marketing Director Tom Johnson. Sofia, are you really a CIA agent? Yes, Tom. We've been investigating this company for 3 years. Accounting Manager Susan Williams was now in fear. I didn't know anything. Susan, you'll also be arrested. You played a role in money transfers. When the operation ended, Sofia was packing her things. There was no need to stay here anymore. Employees came one by one to thank her. Sofia, Tom said, you deceived all of us, but with good intentions. I'm sorry, Tom, but I had to do my job. You lived among us for 3 years. Wasn't it difficult? Sofia smiled. The hardest part was acting like a normal person. CEO Michael. I really didn't know where the money was coming from. I know, Michael. You're also a victim, but now everything will end. The CIA operation leader came. Rodriguez, new mission waiting. Where? Berlin, another covert operation. Sofia looked around for the last time. This office, which she had considered home for 3 years, was now being left behind. 6 months later, Omega Corporation was cleaned up. New management came. The money laundering operation ended. The company now truly did legal business. Employees sometimes remembered Sofia. Where is she now? They wondered. Sofia was in Berlin, working on another operation with another identity, this time as a German-speaking waitress, because the CIA's best agents were the invisible ones, heroes who lived like ordinary people, whom nobody noticed, but who protected their countries at all times. And Sofia Rodriguez, or whoever she was, continued working to make the world safer. Have you ever wondered about who those ordinary-looking people around you really are? The janitor, the waitress, the secretary. Maybe they too are heroes you don't notice. If this story touched you, share your thoughts in the comments. And if you know of invisible heroes too, tell their stories. Because at the Human Stories, we believe that real heroes aren't always the visible ones. Sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones never noticed. Don't forget to subscribe, because the stories of people like Sofia Rodriguez should be told everywhere, always.